Good evening. All right, how are you all? Sorry for the slight delay. Okay, because I just finished a class, so I had to start slightly late. Okay, how are you all? I know a few of you all are already in the waiting list. Okay, how's school holiday so far? How is Raya holiday? Did you all travel anywhere? From 5 students? Okay, let's see. Yeah, the connection is clear. So far everything is clear. Okay, I think today I'm going to straight start with the by going through the answers from last week's question. Okay, teacher straight going to discuss this. Then we can go to our next part, which is product rule and quotient rule. Okay, so I'm going to discuss the answers first for this. Then we will go to product rule, quotient rule. Okay. Good evening. Good evening. How are you, Cat? All right. Is that your full name? Okay, am I saying your name correctly, Cat? Okay. So let's discuss straight the F, G, and H. Okay, can you give, if you have tried F, G, and H, can you just say yes, I've tried, or so that I know that when I'm giving you the answer, you can also check whether your answer is correct or not? Okay. So I'm going to show for F first, huh? Let me erase this. Okay, last week teacher showed using the chain rule, and I also guided you all using shortcut method. Okay, teacher got show the shortcut method, right? Okay, yes, got try. Okay, very good. So the shortcut method, if you all apply for this kind of question, okay, especially got bracket, power, then got plus and minus in the middle. So straight away you can get your answer easily. Okay, so like for F, okay, the answer will be, just check whether you're correct or not. So what happens is 7 goes to the front. Okay, so here will become dy dx 7. Copy everything inside the bracket here. Just copy back 3x square minus 4x. Okay, the power will become power 6. Okay, and then differentiate whatever is inside the bracket. Okay, so here it becomes 6x minus 4. Then what we do is we take the front number, we multiply with the behind what is that, values. So that means the 7 we're going to times with 6x minus 4. So when you times, you have to expand in, you have to bring it in. Okay, so when you bring in, what happens is 7 times 6x is 42x, 7 times 4 is 28. Okay, then the bracket we just copy back only. So this will be your final answer for dy dx. Okay, did you get this correctly? I hope you all got this correctly. Okay. Let's see for next one, question G. So F, that was the answer. Okay, anything you all want to ask for F? I think it's straightforward and clear. Okay, so we go to G. Okay, for G, first step, you must bring the entire denominator, move to the top. Okay, so when you move to the top, it will become 2x plus 3 power of negative 3. Okay, the power will become negative. Okay, now you find the dy dx. Okay, when you find the dy dx, okay, negative 3 will jump to the front, so it will become negative 3. Copy the bracket, 2x plus 3. Negative 3 minus 1, negative 4. Then differentiate what is inside the bracket. So when you differentiate what is inside the bracket, you will get only 2. Okay, then take the front number times the back one. So you get negative 6. 2x plus 3 power of negative 4. Okay, usually you don't leave your answer power negative, so what you do, you bring it down back, just turunkan bawah balik. So 2x plus 3 power of 4. So this is the dy dx. Okay, so this should be your answer for G. Okay, H, the final one. Okay, last week teacher got give y'all the clue here. I gave in red color, orange color here, how to change the form first. So I hope you all change first, then only find the dy dx. Okay, so first you change the form. Okay, so what will happen, the power will go to the front, jump front, so 1 over 2, copy back everything inside the bracket. 1 over 2 minus 1 will be negative 1 over 2. Okay, then make sure to differentiate whatever is inside the bracket. So what is inside the bracket here? 6x squared plus 8. Okay, so when we differentiate 6x squared plus 8, what we will get? 8 you don't have to differentiate because there's no x there. You just have to differentiate 6x squared only. So you will get 12x. Okay, you get 12x. So only that one we write at the back. Then take the front number times with the back number. So 1 over 2 times 12 x, you will get 6x. Okay, then just copy back this. Okay, since our bracket, the power is negative, we don't leave the answer in negative. We try to bring it down. Okay. Bring it down so it becomes power, excuse me, bring it down so it becomes the power 1 over 2. But since power 1 over 2, usually you can write in square root form. So you write square root 6x squared plus 8. Actually, if you write like this also is correct. It's not wrong. But like the more neater way to write is the one, okay, square root, the one with the square root. Okay. Okay, so now we can go to the next part, which is product rule and quotient rule. So chain rule completed already, the homework. Let's go to product and quotient. Okay, now teacher is going to teach both. Okay, I'm going to teach both formulas. Okay, but actually, you know, if you know product rule only is actually good enough already. You can also solve quotient rule using product. Okay, we have a question. Teacher, if I didn't multiply 7 and 6x minus 4 together in question F, can or cannot? Okay, like just now this one, right? You're asking if you didn't take 7 times the behind one. Can. So your answer you will leave as 7, 6x minus 4, and then 3x squared minus 4x power of 6. But it's advisable to times in. If let's say this is power 2 means then you don't have to times in. But since this is power 1, that means you can expand in. So it's advisable to expand in, because in SPM the final answers are usually like the simplified, means they already done all this expansion, then they'll give the answer. So the Pemriksa will check if your answer is exactly the same, the last part, you will get 1 mark. But they won't minus mark if you just leave it like this. It's still correct. It's still correct. But it's advisable to times in if you have power 1. Okay. So hope it's clear. Okay. So I'm going to go to the next question. Product and quotient rule. Okay. So if product rule, okay, when to use product? Okay, remember, see the word product. Okay, product means you use when you have two terms. That means usually, okay, this is your clue. You will have two brackets. You have two brackets inside, for example, x plus 1 square, 2x plus 3, like that. You will have two brackets. Then you should know that you must use product rule. Okay. Okay, sometimes what you will see is, sometimes you will see x, 2x in front, and then 2x plus 3 power 4. Like this also we use product rule because in front got one term 2x. 2x is known as a term. So that is also a product rule. Okay. When to use quotient rule? Quotient, you see the word itself. That means when you see two terms in divide form, that means in fraction. Okay, like because quotient means divide. Okay, so then we use the quotient rule. Formula, you don't have to remember because formula is given is SPM, but you need to know how to use. Okay, you need to know how to use exactly. Okay, now let me show you product rule questions first. Okay, I'm going to go to product rule. Okay, let's start with the first one. Differentiate each of the following with respect to x. Now, if you see here, got two brackets here, right? Okay, and in each bracket, it got x term like that. Okay, so straight away, first step, what you do? The first bracket will be your u, the second bracket will be the v. Okay, following first bracket is u, second bracket is v. Okay, so you write here, let u copy whatever you state as the u. That means it's 3x squared minus 2. Then you copy the v. V is x squared plus 5x plus 4. Okay, so you need to use different letter to solve product rule. Okay, we're going to use different letter to solve product rule. Okay, then from here, now we differentiate. Okay, so this u, now we differentiate, it will be differentiate du dx. You can ask, teacher, how you know up is u, down is x? Whatever on the left hand side will always be at the top, so du. Whatever on the right hand side, the letter, that one will be at the bottom, because you are differentiating with respect to, because the x is the one you're differentiating, right? So that's why the dx will be at the bottom. Okay, so yeah, sometimes you just remember whatever on the left side you write at the top, whatever letter on the right hand side you write at the bottom. Okay, okay, then okay, differentiate, we get here 6x only. The negative 2, nothing to differentiate. That one 0 lah, just leave it only. Okay, then from here, let's move on to the v. Okay, this is dv dx. How I know v at the top? Because v is on the left hand side, x is on the right hand side. Okay, so now I differentiate, I'll get 2x plus 5. Okay, once you settle this already, what you do is, okay, this is how you do. So if you don't memorize also, it's okay. So you see the way teacher apply. Copy the u times with the dv dx. So you see the arrow going down. Okay, copy the u first. 3x squared minus 2 times with dv dx. So I copy 2x plus 5. Okay, then plus copy the v and times with du dx. Okay, so I copy the v, x squared plus 5x plus 4. Then du dx is 6x. Okay, if you look back at the formula, it's the same. U dv dx plus v du dx. Actually, that's what teacher did here, but I use arrows. So it's easier for me to see which one times with which one, plus which one times which. So it's like a cross like that. Okay. Now what we just need to do, since the bracket all are power 1, the bracket all here is all power 1. So if it's all power 1, that means I can expand. Okay, so we expand one by one carefully. Okay, don't do any careless mistake here. Okay, the first one here will be 6x cubed plus 15x squared minus 4x minus 10. Okay, for the behind one, expand everybody. Okay, so plus 6x cubed plus 30x squared plus 24x. Okay, let's see any like terms here that we can solve. Yes, so we can solve 6x cubed plus 6x cubed. So we will get 12x cubed. Okay, then 15x square can plus with 30x square. So we will get 45x square. Okay, then negative 4x plus 24x. Okay, negative 4 plus 24, positive 20x minus 10. So let me check. This is the correct? Yes. Okay, so this is the final answer for dy dx. So don't, this one you cannot leave your answer until here only. You have to expand and solve. You must solve and simplify it. Okay, must solve and simplify. Okay, if there's no any question, let's go to next one. Okay, go to question 2b. Okay, if you all are writing down, let me just give you more seconds. Okay, go to b. Okay, b, same method. Okay, first step, identify which one is the u and the v, because got two brackets there. So this is your u and this is the v. Okay, so we start with let u, copy the u, 4x plus 7. V we copy, you get 3x square minus 5. Okay, then we differentiate the u. So du, differentiate with respect to x. Okay, so when we differentiate here, we get only 4. 7 no more already because 7 don't have x there, so become 0. Okay, dv we differentiate with x also. So here we will get 6x. Okay, now we can do the formula. So dy dx equals to, take u multiply with dv dx. So 4x plus 7 multiply 6x plus, copy the v, multiply with du dx. So we will get 3x square minus 5 multiply with 4. Okay, can I leave my answer like this? Cannot. We must expand and solve. Okay, so we expand everything carefully. Teacher, hope you all are doing together with me. Okay, because the more you do together, then the better you will be, right? So here we get 24x square plus 42x. Okay, here also expand, becomes 12x square minus 20. Okay, I hope you realize why it's minus 20 there. Because plus and minus will become minus. Okay, it's important because sometimes students make small mistakes here, like this plus, they will put a plus here, but actually it's not plus, it's minus, because plus and minus will become minus. Okay, now let's go to let's solve. So 24 plus 12, 36x square, plus 42x minus 20. So this will be the final answer for B. Okay, so far I think this is so far so good because it's like expanding and all. Okay, now the next question that we are going to go on is going to be a bit different, the answer, because this one all was like quite easy, because if you realize the bracket don't have power, right? The bracket is all power 1 only. Now the next one all, if you realize the question, the bracket got power, so that one all, the answer will be a bit different when you write the final answer. Okay, so let's look at C. Okay, again, first step, we identify first the u and the v. Okay, this is the u, this is the v. Okay, see the v got power. Okay, so same step, same method, so don't get scared like if got power. Okay, it's the same only. Okay, u is x square plus 1. Okay, v, copy the whole thing, x minus 3 power 4. Okay, you see this one teacher write with the bracket. Why? Because got power. Like the x square plus 1 I didn't write bracket because down power 1 only. So don't have to put bracket. Okay, now let's differentiate up. Okay, so du dx, differentiate with respect to x. So here I'll get 2x. Okay, 1, nothing to differentiate. Okay, dv dx. Okay, can you tell me this one you differentiate using what method? Okay, if you are watching now, tell teacher this x minus 3 power 4 you differentiate using what method? We already learned this method. In fact, we just did during the homework when we discussed the homework just now. Teacher need not simplify further. Pearl King, I forgot your name. Okay, are you asking for the previous one? Need to simplify the 36, 42 and 20. If you're asking for that one not necessary, but if you simplify, it's correct also. If you're asking for the B question, okay, yeah, not necessary, but if you simplify, let's say you want to divide all by times table 2. Okay, let's say times table 2, you simplify also can, no problem. Okay, Kirtana, yes, Kirtana. Okay, all right. So okay, Kirtana, can. So for C, we go to C. Mm, okay, what method should we apply for the dvdx to find the dvdx? Because this one we learned already. X, we've got bracket, then got power, plus, minus. What method should we use to uh, differentiate? Let's see. What method should we use to differentiate? dvdx. I want to find dvdx. So what method should, because see, this is where you must know how to apply the concepts. Okay, you must know how to apply the concept. So which method should we use here? Is it the chain rule, product rule? What method have we learned so far to differentiate with power? I even taught you all the shortcut for it. Just, I mean, last video also got, previous one. Today, just now also teacher did using the homework. Okay, teacher did using the homework question. Okay, going back up here. Remember this? This was actually chain rule, right? Okay, chain rule. But teacher thought you all using the shortcut way. Okay, so you can use this to solve the dvdx. Okay, we use that. Okay, so now your 4 is going to jump in front. This is going to be 4x minus 3 power of 3. Differentiate whatever is inside the bracket. Okay, so when we differentiate inside the bracket, we will get 1 because we're differentiating the x only. Okay, take the front number times the back number. So we will get 4x minus 3 power 3. Okay, finish. This is your dvdx. Okay, done, ready. Now we can write the dy dx formula for product rule. Copy the u times with the dv dx. Okay, so I'm going to copy x squared plus 1 times. Okay, so since this is times, what you do is you can continue writing like this. Okay, but just to make it look clean, I'm going to put big bracket because times you can put bracket and bracket. Okay, so it's times. Okay, plus v times with 2 du dx. So x minus 3 power 4 times with 2x. Okay, so far following. Okay, from here, okay, let's solve the in front part here. Okay, whenever it's times, okay, this one, the 4 cannot times in, cannot expand in. Why cannot? Because got power 3. Okay, so you just leave it, don't expand in. Okay, what you do is, since this is number, so you bring it to the front. Okay, you position it at the front. So it's 4 x square plus 1 x minus 3 power 3. I position the 4 at the front. Numbers all you bring, go in front. Okay, that's your first clue here. Numbers all bring to the front. Okay, here got 2x. This 2x, can I expand also? Cannot. Why cannot? Because here got power 4. Anything with power do not expand in. You cannot expand. So what you do, this 2x, you just bring to the front. You position it at the front only. So x minus 3 power 4 like that. Okay, so you just position. So this one you have to play with the position. Okay, then now we try to solve. Okay, this is where teacher said this one the answers will be different a bit. Okay, find for common factors. For example, x minus 3 and x minus 3, are they common? Yes, that side also got x minus 3. Behind part also got x minus 3. So I just highlight and keep further. Okay, what else is common here? Okay, 4 and the number 2, they are common multiple. So I can later factor out the common multiple also. So whatever common, we are going to factor out. Okay, so this is very important for like this question, because anything with big power, you have to try to find common factors, then you factor out. Okay, now let's factor the 4 and 2 first. Okay, 4 and 2, what is the common factor we can take out? Usually you take out the smaller number, so 2 you pull it out. Okay, 2. Okay, then one more thing you need to factor is the x minus 3, isn't it? Okay, so x minus 3, I pull it out also. Which power should I pull out? Should I pull the power 3 or power 4? Always go for the small power, so it's power 3. Okay, so I'm going to write here x minus 3 power 3. Okay, this one is, we call what? Factor out. You are factoring out. Okay, after you factor out, put a big bracket. This one is to write the remaining. The balance all we still have to write down, right? Okay, so now I'm going to write the remaining. Okay, for the first part, okay, number 2 is out already, but here is number 4. So 2 times 2, you get 4. Okay. Okay, then here got x square plus 1. So this one I have to copy back, x square plus 1. Okay, then x minus 3 cube. Okay, x minus 3 cube outside got ready. So no need to write back. Okay, plus. Okay, here got 2, but outside got 2 already. So no need. You just need the x. Okay, then x minus 3 outside got, but that is only power 3. Here is power 4. So what should I write inside here? Anyone? What should teacher write inside here? Okay, so that when I times back in, I will get x minus 3 power 4. Let's see. What should teacher write inside so that I get back x minus 3 power 4? Anyone? Anyone knows the answer? What should we write? Because now we need to make sure that when you times in back, you must get x minus 3 power 4. Or if you're not sure, you can tell not sure. I'll guide you. Maybe some of you might know the answer. Okay, if you don't know, it's okay. You can tell not sure, teacher, and I'll give you like detailed explanation. Okay, let's see. Okay, no one. Okay, since no one, okay, what I'm going to do is, okay, if you see here, okay, this is x minus 3 power 3. But here we want power 4. Okay, 3 plus what number you get 4? 3 plus 1, correct? So that means when you write inside here, it will be x minus 3 power 1. But usually power 1 we don't write, so we just write x minus 3 only. Okay. Okay, so from here, now what you have to do is, okay, this is the easy part already now. You just need to solve inside the big bracket only. Outside one, nothing to solve anymore already because you factor out already. Okay, so we solve inside already. Yeah? So this one, okay, you times in, expand everything in. So we expand in. Here also expand in. Okay, so we get 2x square plus 2 plus x square minus 3x. Okay, let's solve the one inside the bracket. Okay, 2x square plus x square, we get 3x square minus 3x plus 2. Okay, usually you can leave your answer up to here. Okay, so this is your final answer. Okay. So if you see the final answer here, it's all in like bracket, bracket, factored out and then bracket like that. Okay. So I'm going to go to the next question. D. Okay. Actually, I think maybe D you all might have learned in school because this is actually from your textbook. I don't know if you all realize this or not. This question teacher chose from textbook because I found that this question is interesting. Okay, I'm going to erase. Maybe I'll just wait for 1 more minute, then I'll erase D. Okay. For D, teacher want you all to try because this question is from textbook. Try this and then check your answer with the textbook answer. I'm not sure of the page. I did not write the page. Okay. Check. Do yourself first. Check the answer. Okay. So of course this will be your U and this will be the V. Okay, your U, you have to write 3x plus 2. The V, since it's square root, you have to change it to power 1 over 2. You have to change, okay? Alright, so this one, teacher leave it to y'all. Once you get the answer, just check in your textbook you got the correct answer or not. Okay, I'm going to go to quotient rule, the next one. Okay, let's go to quotient rule. Okay, before that, so far, any question you guys want to ask? Anything? Okay. Okay. So if no question, I'm going to go to quotient rule. Okay, let me write the formula for quotient rule first. It's quite a long formula. Let me write it here. Okay. Okay. There is a small clue here teacher have given, right, for quotient rule, which is don't expand the denominator. Okay, why don't expand? Because if you realize here the denominator is V and then square. So don't square it. Just leave your answer like that only. So that's the clue for you for quotient rule. Okay. Now let's start with question 2a first. Okay. Whenever you see quotient rule, that means you will see in fraction form. So the top one will be the U, the bottom one will be the V. Okay. So now let me write down first. Let u be x cubed and v be 2 minus x power of 4. Okay, from here du dx. Okay, we will get 3x squared. dv dx, you will get negative 4x power of 3. Okay, once you are done with this, okay, just now if you remember the product rule, teacher did cross starting from the u, right? Okay, but quotient rule, you start from the v. From the v, you go down. Okay, so that means it's going to be like this. Start with the v, 2 minus x power 4. Then copy the du dx, which is 3x squared. Product just now was plus. Quotient is minus. Always remember, it's always like that. Product means darab means it's always tambah. Quotient bahagi means it's always tolak. Even when you learn, oh, you guys haven't. Oh yeah, you guys learn form 4 indices, cert. Remember the power all. If up power you times, you plus. If bahagi down, you minus. Okay, it's the same concept. Okay, then minus with copy the u times with the dv dx. Okay, copy the u times with dv dx. Okay, so, oh, sorry, you cannot see. Okay, up a bit. Okay, then divided by, okay, divide by what? V square. So copy the v, 2 minus x power 4, then you put square. That's all. The bottom one after this, consider this is the answer. Bottom one, nothing to expand. Don't expand. Just leave it only. Yeah? Okay, don't expand. Okay, now just solve the top one only. Okay, this one all, do you realize the bracket all is power 1? So since all power 1, you can expand. Expand. Okay, so we will get here 6x squared. Okay, minus 3x power of 6. Okay, because 4 plus 2. Okay, then minus, okay, here minus, okay, usually if got negative, be careful, you put bracket first. Okay, negative 4x power of 6. Okay, bottom one still nothing to solve, just copy back only. Okay, the top one 6x square. Okay, copy back 6x square. Negative 3 minus minus is plus, plus 4. So we will get plus x power 6. Okay, over 2 minus x power 4 power 2. So this is your final answer for dy dx. 6x square plus x square, x power 6 over 2 minus x power 4 power 2. So there's nothing for you to simplify, top and bottom, down also nothing to expand. So leave it as it is like that. Okay. Okay, we go to the next one, B. Okay. How's your school going on so far for chapter 2? Are you all having exam this month? I know a few of my students' school are having exam end of the month. How about you all? Are you all having any exam? You all need to prepare for chapter 1 and 2 from 5. Okay, let's go to B. Yeah. Okay, B. Okay, always when you see fraction, straight away the top one is u, the bottom one is v. Okay, the top one is u, bottom is v. So you start with let u be 2x plus 1 and the v will be x squared minus 3. Okay, then differentiate du dx. So we get 2. Differentiate dv dx. So we get 2x. Okay, done. Okay, after done, since this is quotient rule, okay, quotient rule, you start from the v. Yeah? So v times with du dx. So copy the v times with du dx. Then minus. Why minus? Because quotient is minus. Okay, copy the u times with dv dx. So 2x plus 1 and 2x. Okay, divided by v square. Copy the v, x square minus 3, then you put square. Okay, here all the brackets so far power 1, therefore you can expand. Okay, can expand. Okay, so once we expand, we will get 2x square minus 6 minus, here in bracket you will get 4x square plus 2x. Okay, over x square minus 3 square. Okay, now anything can solve at the top, we solve. Okay, we solve at the top. So okay, when you open the bracket, let me write first. Here becomes minus 4x square minus 2x. Why minus? Because the negative should go in. Okay, let's do a proper straight line. Okay, x square minus 3 square. Okay, anything can solve at the top? Yes, the square square. So we will get negative 2x square minus 2x minus 6 over x square minus 3 square. So you realize the bottom one teacher did not simplify. Okay, but if the top one you want to simplify, you can factor out the 2 actually. Okay, so if you factor out, let me write down here. Okay, if you factor out, it will become like this, negative 2 x square. Okay, can you see? Let me put down a bit. X square plus x, okay, plus 3. Okay, x square, negative x square, negative 2x square plus x plus 3. Okay, then divided by x square minus 3 square. You can leave your answer up to here also. This is your dy dx. Can leave up to here. Okay. So we are done for question B. Okay, so far no question. Everything can understand. When the chat session also slowed down already. The more the more you converse the chat and chat with teacher, the more I'll be like excited and pumped up to continue teaching. So at least I know I'm talking to someone. The reason why teachers started doing live, because previously if you realize all my videos were recorded, right, and then I'll just post it on YouTube. The moment teacher decided to do live was because I realized I needed interaction with my students, especially if during that time when the student don't understand anything, they can quickly ask, or if they understand, yes teacher, we understand teacher, something like that. So when I get the interaction, I feel good that you guys can understand. But recording time, sometimes when the comment come and then like I only get to see after 1 week, or after 2 weeks, so that makes me feel like, oh my god, I couldn't get back to the student during when the student needed me. So that made me feel like, okay, I should start live classes. So far, um are y'all like following with what teacher is guiding? Can you all like follow, or is there anything that you want to ask before I go to the next question? The next question will be CD. Yeah, then we are finishing already. Quotient rule, C, D, E, F. A few more. So I'm going to erase this. Let me erase C, D, E, F. Or maybe most of you are still in Raya holiday, right? So I think some of y'all who are watching might not even be students. So that's why there's no response. Because when I started, I still remember there was, I think, a girl who mm, uh, product rule. QC was confusing and looked messy. Can I explain a little bit more, Kirtana? Product rule. QC was confusing and looked messy. Question C was confusing and looked messy. Is that what you mean? Product rule. Product rule. Okay. Question C. Oh, it looks messy. Okay. Okay. Maybe I'll show you another type of question. Uh, okay, I understand. Yes, yes. It looks messy, but actually that is already the beautiful and nicely written form of the answer. Okay. Okay, Kaitala, did you learn this method of factorizing in school or not? Did you learn how to factor it out in school? Because teacher want to know whether that part of the basic did you learn first or not. Because if not, then I have to repeat back that part only, the factoring out part. Oh, not yet. Okay. Okay, let me show another example using product rule. Okay, see, this is why I feel that okay, I know that what how you all are whether following or not. Okay, let me you do another question, something like this. Okay, let me just do the D, since the D just now teacher didn't do, right, the textbook one. Okay, keep your textbook beside you. I think it's you can see the page. Which page? Differentiation. Okay, you can keep the page beside you, then you can check whether the answer is same or not. Okay. Okay, let's start with the D first. Okay, let's start with D. Okay, first step, you identify which one will be the U, which one will be the V. Okay, so U will be 3x plus 2. Okay, V will be square root. Teacher is going to change to power 1 over 2. That is the best. Always change to power. Okay, we differentiate. So du dx, we differentiate, we get 3. Here you differentiate dv dx, so we have to use the chain rule. Okay, or you use the shortcut of the chain rule method. Okay, bring the 1 over 2 to the front. Okay, here will be 4x minus 1. 1 over 2 minus 1, negative 1 over 2. Okay, differentiate what is inside the bracket. You get 4. Okay, take the front number times the back number. Okay, so I'm going to take 1 over 2 times 4, you get 2. Okay, this one I'm just going to copy back only. Okay, leave the power negative first. Okay, don't bring it down first, leave it first. Because now we're going to use all these and substitute into the formula, the product rule. Okay, so product rule, okay, dy dx. Okay, start with u times with dv dx. Okay, u I write down 3x plus 2. Okay, that one, the dv dx, put in a big bracket. Why I put in big bracket? Because there's a number there, right? Okay, if you realize the number, if I, let's say teacher didn't put bracket, it looks like weird a bit. Okay, of course you can do like this also, but prefer to put a big bracket so you know that the u, that one is u times with dv dx. Okay, plus, okay, copy the v times with the du dx. Okay, let's copy the v. So 4x minus 1 power 1 over 2. Du dx is 3. Okay, done. Okay, now where, okay, These two you cannot times in, right? Okay, so memang that one you cannot do like that. Okay, so what you do, the 2 you put it at the front. Always the constant. Constant means the number. The number you put it at the front. So 2. Then you just copy this 3x plus 2. Copy this also 4x minus 1 negative 1 over 2 plus, okay, this is 3. So bring the 3 in front. See number, right? Numbers all we bring to the front. Okay, bring to the front. 4x minus 1 power 1 over 2. Okay, so far so clear. From here only, this is where that method starts. Okay, what method starts? The method of factoring out. Okay, you need to be very confident which one you're going to factor out. See carefully. Okay, here got number 2, here got number 3. Are they common multiples or not? No, because 2 and 3 are not common. 2 times 1 you can get 3. Don't have, right? So that one nothing to factor out. Okay, here got 3x plus 2, but here don't have. So that one also nothing to factor out. Okay, here got 4x minus 1. Here also got 4x minus 1. Yes, so this is something that you must factor out. Okay, now since you already identify, okay, I'm going to move it here a little bit. Okay, so now I'm going to factor out. So see carefully how teacher factor out. Okay, so when I'm factoring out, let me use this color. When I'm factoring out, okay, take out that value that you want to factor, which is 4x minus 1. Can see, wait, I use this color first. Okay, 4x minus 1. Okay, which power should you factor out? Always take the smaller power. Okay, who is smaller here? Negative 1 over 2 or 1 over 2? Obviously, negative 1 over 2. So, put outside negative 1 over 2. So, you are factoring out already. Yeah? Okay, now you put big bracket because you going to write the balance. The remaining all still must write down inside the big bracket. Okay, so for the first part, now we just focus this part only. Okay, 4x minus 1 already outside we write already, so don't have to write, so no need to write. But 2 and 3x plus 2 outside don't have, so we must write the one 2 3x plus 2. So we need to write that part lah outside. Okay. Okay, then now we focus on the behind one. Okay, plus, okay, 4x my 3, okay, outside don't have 3, right? So 3 we need to write. Okay, 4x minus 1 outside got, but the outside one is negative 1 over 2. Here is positive 1 over 2. How to make it, how do I get the answer so that when I times this thing in, I will get positive 1 over 2. This is where I think it was confusing, correct? Okay, think of it like this. Okay, this power here, okay, negative 1 over 2, I'll make it up a little bit, plus what number you get 1 over 2. Because, see, outside here is negative 1 over 2. Okay, because when you times in, right, here there is going to be a power, right? Okay, actually because here must be 4x minus 1, but we don't know what power. So negative 1 over 2 plus what power? You will get positive 1 over 2 because we want like this. Okay, so if you're not sure, you do what? You take this, move to the back. So you will get 1 over 2 plus 1 over 2, which is, the power is power 1. Okay, so that means here, okay, I already got the answer, which is power 1. So here is actually power 1. So usually power 1 you don't have to write. Therefore, I just leave it like that. Excuse me. Okay, I'm just going to leave it like that. Okay, until here, Kirtana, do you have any question? Because you asked teacher, you told teacher it's confusing and look messy, right? Okay. Until here, do you have any question? Or is it like clearer? Okay, better now, teacher. Okay, so since this is now power 1, what you need to do is remember the reason we doing this big bracket, okay, because we factor something out, right? So that big bracket is for you to write all the remaining one. Okay, now what you need to do, solve the big bracket. Okay, we're going to solve the big bracket. So this one I'm just going to copy 4x minus 1 negative 1 over 2. Okay, inside here you can expand. This one can expand. This one also can expand in. Okay, so we will get 6x plus 4 plus 12x minus 3. Okay, I'm going to erase this. Okay, when we solve inside the big bracket, 4x minus 1, we get 18x plus 1. Okay, so this is actually our answer already, but usually anything with power negative you cannot write, isn't it? Your answer negative. So what you must do? Bring it down. So when you bring it down, the 18x plus 1 will be at the top. The 4x minus 1 actually will go down, power 1 over 2, but the better way to write is 18x plus 1 over square root 4x minus 1. So this is the dy dx. Okay. So is it same with your textbook answer? Did you all find it? Find the question in textbook? Is it same? Should be same, right? Okay. Okay, I'm going to go to the next part for quotient rule. Okay, for quotient rule just now. Okay, maybe I can give you all like homework question to try for this product rule. Okay, maybe just copy this down. Okay, then during next class, teacher discuss this again. Okay, product rule homework. Okay, so just try these two questions. X plus 3 power 3. Okay. Try these two questions, and next class we will discuss this. Next class, okay, we'll discuss this. So you make sure, okay, your final answer you must do the factor thing here. How I know? Because remember teacher told you all the clue is if your power here is more than power 1, that means you must do the factor thing already. Okay. Okay. Okay, copy down, and I'm going to go to the next question. Quotient rule. This now was C, right? Okay, C. Okay, C. Okay, this one. Okay, actually you can also use product rule for quotient rule, for quotient type of question. What you can do is this one, you can change it. So this is 2x. The bottom one you bring it to the top, so become negative 1. So in this case, if you're going to use product rule, this will be the u, this will be the v. Can also, you can do it like this. Some what I see, some school teachers, they only teach product rule. Okay, but it's better to know quotient also. Quotient also is important to know. Okay, so this is u, this is v. Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to quotient, all our teacher is just going to use quotient rule. Okay, So let u be 2x, v be 2 minus x. Okay, so du dx, you will get the value 2. Dv dx, you will get negative 1. Okay, so the dy dx formula, start from v first, cross and multiply with du dx. So 2 minus x times 2. Quotient is minus, so we minus u times with dv dx, which is 2x and then negative 1. Okay, divided by v square, which is 2 minus x square. Okay, so the top one we solve. Anything here can solve? Yes, can. We cross and expand. We expand. So here we get 4 minus 2x. Here we will get plus 2x over 2 minus x squared. Okay, so the top one, 2x and 2x, no more already. So you only have 4 over 2 minus x squared. Okay, this was quite easy and straightforward. Okay, now we go to DEF. Okay, so far if this is good, DEF, let's see, DEF here. Okay, you have DEF here. Okay, you can use quotient rule again. Okay, what teacher want you all try the DEF as homework also, because okay, this is U and this is V, right? But your V, okay, first you write like this. Let's say first you write like this. Make sure to change, because this is square root, so you have to change to power 1 over 2. Okay, change to power 1 over 2. So the U will be your X. Okay, so DEF, this is also for you all to try. Next class we will discuss the answers for this. Because I'm going to go excuse me, a little bit into second derivative. Second derivative is very easy. Okay, so I'm just going to go a little bit into second derivative. Just give me 1 minute. Okay. Okay, this one, if you all haven't print or anything, it's okay. Okay, you all can see first how teacher do for second derivative. Okay. So the DEF, do try because next class I will go through again, okay, the questions, and I will what is that? I will discuss first, then only I will go to the next part of the topic, subtopic. Okay, so let's go for second derivative. Okay, because this one, the moment you already learned first derivative, okay, first derivative, you learn how to write fx, put the prime. Another way is dy dx, correct? Second derivative means you are differentiating one more time. You differentiate one more time. So when you differentiate one more time, you will write your f like this. F2 prime x. If you use dy dx, it will be d square y dx squared, like that. So that's how you write, the way to write up. So that's what teacher have given here. If you can see this one and this one. Okay, so now let's do question 1 first. Okay, question 1, find dy dx and second derivative for this function. Okay, this one is y, function y. So I write down first, y is 2x cubed minus 3x squared minus 36x plus 1. Okay, that is function y. Okay, from here let's find the dy dx first. Okay, so it's very straightforward, easy, right? Differentiate only. So here we will get 6x squared minus 6x minus 36. Done. Finish. That's your dy dx. Okay, but now we are finding d square y and dx square. That means you need to differentiate your dy dx. Means you have to do one more time differentiation. So differentiate these. So this will become 12x minus 6. So this is your answer for d square y dx. Okay. Okay, so far clear this one. This one is very simple, straightforward only. Differentiate one time, differentiate one more time. Okay, let's do question 2. Okay, question 2 for A first. Okay, fx. Okay, the square root teacher is going to change. Okay, this one is going to be x 1 over 2 plus 1 over x squared. Okay, so this one, what you can do is you can bring the one at the bottom, right? Okay, the bottom one you bring go up, so become negative 2. Okay, because if it's at the bottom, you bring it to the top. Okay, now you differentiate one time, so you put f prime. Okay, bring the 1 over 2 go in front, so 1 over 2 x 1 over 2 minus 1 is negative 1 over 2. Okay, here negative 2 go in front, so becomes minus 2 x negative 2 minus 1 is negative 3. Okay, so far following, I'm just doing the basic differentiation only. Okay, so this is your answer for f prime. Okay, but usually what we will do, we will bring down the power, isn't it? Okay, so f prime, your answer will be 1 over 2 square root x. Why square root x? Because that is actually 1 over 2 x power 1 over 2. So 1 over 2 power, you change it to square root. Okay, minus 2 over x power 3. So this is your final answer for f prime. Okay, but now since we are also finding f second derivative, so what you do is you continue from here. Don't continue from that final answer. It will be hard because you have to change back the form and everything. Okay, continue from here and find the second derivative. Okay, so negative 1 over 2 times 1 over 2 is negative 1 over 4 x. Okay, negative 1 over 2 minus 1 is negative 3 over 2. Okay, then from here negative 3 times negative 2 is positive 6 x negative 4. Okay, now you can rearrange your answer. So you bring it down, negative 1 over 4 x 3 over 2. Okay, right up a bit. Okay, plus 6 over x power 4. Okay, can so far following. Okay, so up to here you can leave, or sometimes what you can do, the 3 over 2, your final answer you can write like this also. Okay, can leave your answer like this also, power 2. Okay. Okay, so we did for A just now. Okay, let's do for B and C. Let me write down the question here. So got enough space. Okay, B, the question is fx x power 4 plus 2 over x squared. Okay, this one, what do we do is, okay, first step, if you see the denominator is sharing for both, okay, what you do, you try to write separately first, like this, x square for this and x square for the other one. Okay, once you already separate, now you see can solve or not. So the bottom one here can cut. Okay, so see, since can cut, this is x square. That x square, you bring it up. So will be x negative 2. Okay, bring it go to the upper part. Okay, now we differentiate. Okay, f prime. So we will get 2x minus 4x negative 3. So don't leave your answer in negative. So you bring back the x down. So this is your first derivative. Okay. But then now let's say teacher want to continue to find the second derivative. So I continue from here. Okay. So this one will be second derivative, which is 2 plus, so this one I'm differentiating here, this one, differentiate this. So 2 and then plus 12x power negative 4. Okay, 2 plus at 12x negative 4. Okay, then from here you write down 2 plus 12 over x power 4. So this is your second derivative. Okay, all right. Okay, so I think you get the concept of first derivative, second derivative. All right, so if you get, then the last one, C. Okay, if you look at the question for C, this one must use product rule or quotient rule. This is in, okay, this is in bahagi form, right? In fraction form. So you must use quotient rule. Okay, so my suggestion is you can, if you want to use product also can, but you have to bring it up. Okay, but can some students, they are very comfortable using product only, can. Okay, but you use quotient rule. So the top one is the U, the bottom one is the V. Okay, so this one teacher show the last one, then I stop until here for second derivative. Okay, let me write down here first the question. Okay, C, fx 2x plus 5 x minus 1. Okay, this is the question. This was the question. Okay, first step, you identify the top one is the U, the bottom one is the V. So U 2x plus 5, V x minus 1. Okay, differentiate du dx, you get 2. Differentiate dv dx, you get 1. Okay, then we cross. Okay, start, since this is quotient, start from V, go to du dx. Okay, so this one don't write dy dx, this one you write f prime x. You follow the question. Okay, so x minus 1 times with 2 minus, okay, copy the u, times with dv dx, 2x plus 5 and times with 1 divided by, okay, divide by what? V square, isn't it? Because just now that's the formula. So you copy the V, x minus 1, and you put square. Okay, then from here you can expand. So you'll get 2x minus 2 minus 2x minus 5. Okay, which one can solve at the top? We solve first. So here we solve f prime, we get, here no more already. Okay, negative 7 over x minus 1 square. Okay, so f prime, very easy, straight away we get already. Okay, from here we're going to find the f second derivative, f prime prime, f prime prime, f second derivative. Okay, usually we say second derivative. So here, to find the second derivative, change the form first a little bit. Okay, change the form first. So bring the x minus 1 go up, becomes like this, x minus 1 negative 2. Okay, now you can find the second derivative. Okay, do I need to use product rule for this? Do I need to use quotient rule? No. Okay, why I don't need to use quotient rule? Because at the top is only a number. If at the top got x also means, then you use quotient rule. Because the top is only negative 7, since it's only a constant, you don't have to use quotient rule. So make sure this one all you take note and be alert. Okay, so this one once I bring up, this is like you're doing chain rule already, the shortcut. Okay, so negative 2 you times with the front, negative 7, which you get 14. Copy the bracket. Negative 2 minus 1 is negative 3. Okay, then differentiate whatever is inside the bracket, which is 1. Okay, so 14 times 1 is 14. X minus 1 power negative 3. Final answer, don't leave negative. So what we do is 14. Bring the thing go down. So is x minus 1 power 3. That's it. So this is your second derivative already. So that means remember that clue teacher gave, if at the top is just number only, no need to do quotient rule. If at the top got negative 7x, got the term x, then only you must use quotient rule. Okay. Okay, so we're done with until second derivative. If you don't have this, okay, I think I did not upload these notes in the Google Drive. Okay, so later teacher will upload because the next class we can go to application part and already. Okay, but before that, next week teacher will discuss this, the try this question, and also the product rule. Teacher gave 2 homework questions. Okay, all right. So I think we will end until here. If there's no any question, okay. So you guys, I hope that you all are doing your admats every day, even though if it's only like one question, not one question, like so if it's like only like 3 to 4 questions per day. Okay, as long you all are doing, that's the most important, and the most important is to wake up at 5 o'clock and do your admats. That's like legend lah. If you are waking up morning and doing your admats, you will be untouchable. Okay, like you will go to the next level of your the way you study, the way you understand admats and everything. Okay, so all the best. I'll see you next week. Okay, and I'll upload the notes for you all. All right, take care, stay safe, bye.